This is Charles Haley. You're listening to Nothing But Niners.
This is Kyle Juszczyk, and you're listening to Nothing But Niners.
So now they've got to start from deep in their end of the field, and Garrison Hearst takes advantage of it. He takes the handoff, hits to his right, gets to the 20. He's in the 30. Needs to cut in. He comes back up the right sideline. Breaks a guard tackle. Comes down to the 30. He's down to the 20. He's down to the 10. He's down to the 5. He's in the end zone. Touchdown! Touchdown! 49ers! 96-yard run from scrimmage. Garrison Hearst breaking tackle after tackle. Sweeps down the sideline. Throws off bodies like clothes after a marathon.
Young, back to throw. In trouble, he's going to be sacked. No, gets away. He runs, gets away again, goes to the 40, gets away again, to the 35, cuts back at the 30, to the 20, the 50, the 10. He died. Touchdown, 49ers.
Third down, Alex takes the snap. Alex looking down in post, and it's good. Touchdown! Touchdown, 49ers!
It is second down. Ryan takes the snap, throws the slant to the left side. It's Russell intercepted. The 49ers pick it, and Navarro Bowman is redemption. Navarro Bowman running it all the way for the touchdown. No greater redemption.
The San Francisco 49ers. We can do whatever we want.
Click, click, boom! What's going on, faithfuls? It's your boy Mike from the Nothing But Niners crew, and guys, we are live right now. What time is it, Ali? We are looking at 11:07 West Coast time, baby, man. This is my first time.
West Coast!
Yeah, baby. I mean, if I was at home right now, it's after 2 a.m., Ali. You got me out here doing some strange things. This is 49ers After Dark, our first ever live 49ers After Hours episode. I had to be joined by my man, Ali. Ali, what's going on, baby?
What's up, baby?
How you doing, man? You good?
I'm doing great, man.
You know, this is gonna be a short show. We're really just doing this to test things out, guys. We got a live stream tomorrow that we have to prepare for. We got to bring the game to people and things like that. And so we want to make sure that we are well prepared. We want to see how the audio is. We want to make sure that the stream is uploading properly. So I'm going to be looking for some of the chat. Shout out to my man KP. Carry on is in the building. Oh wait, why I don't have to say I got that sound effect in here. Hold on, wait. Where is the Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? There it is right there. Shout out to my man KP for holding us down. Guys, let us know if it's weird, is it a lag? Slick68 says, dang, Mike, ain't it like 2 a.m. over there? I gotta tell you the truth. Tell them where we are, Ali.
We're in Seattle. We're in enemy territory, man.
Yes, sir.
Hey, listen to me. Listen to me. We're in Seahawks country. We're about to turn the fuck up. I'm sorry, it hasn't passed 7 minutes.
It has not passed the 7
I'm
minutes.
sorry, I apologize. We're about to turn up, and listen, we're in enemy's territory, and we're gonna go get a win tomorrow.
And they gotta deal with us, baby.
Hey,
it's that simple. They gotta deal with us. So yes, back at home for everybody over on the East Coast, it is after 2 a.m. over there. But right now, we are invading. We are letting it be known. We are holding it down. We are repping for the 49er faithful, man. Shout out to my man, John Chapman. If you guys don't follow and subscribe over there, the John Chapman Show. John Chapman is doing his thing. He held his invasion tonight over here in Seattle. Guys, I stopped by. I was mad late. We got in late. We got caught by all kinds of traffic. We got held up at customs and things like that. And we finally got here. I texted John and said, John, I'm 15 minutes away. It started at 5. I didn't get there till what, 7:30, 8 o'clock?
Roughly.
And it was ending in about an hour. And the place was still jumping. People were excited. When I walked in, they were like, Mike, what's going on? And you would have thought that the party just got started. And not only that, right, there's about an hour left, right? So you got a 4-hour show planned. There's an hour left. He was still doing giveaways till the very last minute. You know when I walked out, Ali? He said, guys, let's take a group picture. And after the group picture, everybody meet me at a bar for a round of tequila shots.
Wow.
Dude, like, they partied all the way until the very end. The 49er faithful made everybody proud. They made me proud. Let me not speak for anybody else, but they made me proud. They held down the faithful out here.
You know what that's
in
called?
enemy
That's called an
territory.
invasion, bro.
That is an invasion. Let me tell
Yeah.
you, I walked in, there was like 3-4 Seahawks fans left in there. But after I walked in, they started getting pumped on the microphone, not because of me, nothing at all to do with me, but they just started turning up a little bit. And by the time I walked out, there was not a single Seahawk fan left in the bird's nest, bro. Not a single one. We're out here, we're holding it down. Shout out to everybody that's out here, man. Seahawks will win. Engineer. Who is this guy? Who is Engineer? He says the Seahawks will win. Well, I got one thought for you. And I'll be honest with you now. There was a part of me that thought maybe the Seahawks had a shot. And then my man Ali was like, Mike, don't start. We're not past the 7-minute mark yet. You gotta hold it in. You gotta reel it in. He was like, Mike, don't you start. Don't you start. And so I said, all right, I'm gonna chill. I'm gonna wait for the show. I'm gonna wait till we go live. Again, guys, this is a glorified sound check. We just wanted to talk to you guys for a little bit. Listen, start typing your questions. We will answer any questions that are submitted right now. No super chats necessary. We don't have the phone lines open, so if you guys have any questions you want us to answer, please feel free to type them in. We're going to go through every single comment. We're going to answer everything. We want to make sure that you guys can hear us. Hopefully the audio is okay. If it's not, we got to make some adjustments. And we're, again, getting this all ready for tomorrow. And shout out to Andrew. He says, Niners, let's go, baby. Let's freaking go. I like the angry face after that. 49ers, Chanel, that's my dog right there. What's going on, big dog? Happy to see you. He says Seahawks are better than 49ers. And listen, we're going to show up on their timeline.
Come back after the game.
Can you tell me one position that they have better than the Niners? Honestly. Like, let's think critically here.
I think they're even with us in running back position.
Running backs?
Yeah.
Is that the food?
I don't think so. I think running back position, they're even with us. I would swap Walker and Mason hand in hand.
You would take Walker over Mason?
I would swap them hand in hand. Like, I wouldn't say they're better or I wouldn't say they're worse. But I would say it's like
Even.
Even. So you ask me, you're like, say they're one position, they're better.
Okay.
I would say it's a swap.
What do you think? What's holding Mason back from being better than Walker?
More carries.
So it's just opportunity.
Yeah.
So it's not Mason. It's not the scheme.
No.
It's that the Seahawks are feeding Walker way more than the Niners are feeding.
Other
Mason.
than last game, because he only got 5 carries, Walker, and I took his over-run attempts because I'm a gambling man. I mean, other than his last game, I feel like a Walker, if you're giving him over 15 plus touches a game, he's gonna end up producing for you at least to the point where he's gonna provide some sort of comeback on that. You know what I mean? And Mason too. Mason, you give him the run that he needs, he'll produce for you.
I thought for sure you were going to go with offensive line. But no.
No.
Their line's bad too.
Their line isn't that great either. I mean, I would prefer our offensive line, even as bad as McKivit's been. I'd prefer our offensive line over theirs, because with our offensive line, we at least have a linchpin on our left tackle. Our left tackle will undoubtedly lock shit down. You can't say that about any other position about their position group. You know what I mean?
Right. Yeah. Yeah. Like, there's not a single guy that you're like, oh man, we got to get that guy on this roster.
Exactly.
All right. What about the wide receivers? Now, their wide receiving core is pretty stout. It's pretty stout. I like Smith and Jigba. He's really good.
Yeah.
And then DK Metcalf is really good. And Tyler Lockett, the veteran, he's really good also. Would you take their receiving core, their top 3, over our top 3? And by the way, I don't know who our third guy is. Conley has got the oblique injury. He's questionable for tomorrow's game. We have Debo, we have Ayuk, and Jennings. Jennings is our 3.
You have to include Kittle on that as well.
No, you don't. He's not a wide receiver. He's a tight end. We'll get to tight ends later.
But did you say position group or did you say wide receiver?
No, I said wide receivers.
Yeah, then you'd have to take theirs over ours.
You take so
If
Debo, Ayuk, and Jennings
Yeah.
versus Metcalf, Lockett, and Smith and Jigba.
Yes,
And you're taking their 3 over ours?
absolutely.
What?
You wouldn't?
Hell no. Well, okay. 2 of our guys can't get separation. Well, that's not true. Jennings gets separation. He just doesn't do the yak thing well. Ayuk gets separation and can do yak. Debo cannot get separation, but he can do yak in the zone.
But if you look at the opposite way, Metcalf can get separation, Lockett can get separation, Smith and Jigba can get separation. They can all 3 get separation without a question, where you don't even have to question it. So if you don't have to question it, it's like, what are we even talking about with that?
Okay. All right. I'll concede to your understanding.
But if you're including Kittle into that group, then fine. We have the Niners that are a better, superior target group. You know what I mean?
Let's get off the offense. Linebackers. Right now, and Ali, I know how you feel about Campbell. Are you taking their linebackers over ours?
No,
Okay.
because
Okay. No, you can explain if you want.
because
to.
Fred makes up for all of that. Like
He's the
Fred,
best in the league.
He's the best in the league. Like you don't replace someone like that in your lineup. Like they have nobody in their lineup that can even match up to what Fred does for us.
By the way, I got called Fred Warner 3 times tonight, and I got hugs from all of the women that called me Fred Warner.
No way.
It was only 2 of them, but the one girl was so, I'm not going to say she was drunk, but when I walked past her again, she said, "Oh my God, Fred Warner's here." And she hugged me again. So,
All right, I'm gonna go pick up food.
the food's here?
Yeah, I'll be right back.
All right. Hold on, wait. I'm going to go on mute really quick. All right, so Ali is gone. You guys get to deal with my ugly mug for now. I'm going to zoom in a little bit more. Let's make this thing tighter. All right, we're going to tighten this thing up here. All right, so Ali just stepped out to go get us our dinner for tonight. We are here. We are chilling. Hopefully you guys are submitting your questions, type in your questions. I mean, what's going on? Mr. Morris is in the building. I appreciate you guys for joining tonight. Fuck the Seahawks. We will win now. That's what I'm talking about, Kyle. That's what I'm talking about, man. This is the energy I want right here, huh? Like, let them know, man. We don't give a fuck about who they are. Drop bombs on them bitches, baby. Yeah, fuck the Seahawks, man. We are taking over, baby. Kittle gonna eat tomorrow. Omar, it's interesting you say that, man. I think that the key for victory this week are 2 players, and George Kittle is not one of them. He's not one of them. I really think this should be a Debo game and a Mason game. Kittle could be the 3rd option. Kittle and Jennings would be the 3rd option. I'm not looking for Ayuk to do a lot tomorrow. I'm not looking for a downfield attack. I want to see anybody who operates well close to the line of scrimmage. Mason in the run game, check mark. Debo Samuel, he is at the line of scrimmage, behind the line of scrimmage, barely beyond the line of scrimmage. Let's get Debo back to being Debo, right? His first game back, I felt like they rushed him back against New England. I digress. He went out there, he got carries in the backfield. But then the next game, he had 1 reception, right? Like, let's get Debo back in the mix. Let's get Debo up and running and working again. That's what I want to see. But I'm not mad at Kittle, as long as we're not taking shots downfield to Kittle. I think this should be a close to the vest type of game. Get back to the basics. Leave all the fancy schmancy stuff. That's the key for success to me. I don't want Brock Purdy doing a lot of passing. I'm going to get Ali's thoughts on it later on, but we'll come back to this, Omar. Thank you very, very much. This engineer guy is all over. I'm a Seahawks fan, but I watch your channel a lot. Hey, listen, I appreciate it, man. Thank you. Hopefully you can tell we're not hating on you, and we're answering all your questions and comments, all right? Ali.
Yo.
I'm going to wait for you to get back over here, but I want to ask you, for real, for real. He said, what's good with Ricky? Who is Ricky? Are you talking about that Ricky, the dog?
Pearsall?
Oh, Ricky Pearsall, you think is who he's talking about? I thought you were talking about that fake account that was saying like, oh, Brandon Ayuk is going to... Here, I got you. Let me see that real quick. I thought you were talking about that account that was like, Brandon Ayuk is traded to the Steelers. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I thought that's what you were talking about. There you go, bro. You got it. Ricky Pearsall is not cleared yet to start practicing, so hopefully next week. I think that he's going to come back after the bye. I've been saying it, but we'll see him and McCaffrey after the bye.
I think week 10 for McCaffrey is what they're saying.
As long as it's after the Chiefs game, I'm okay with it. I don't need to rush McCaffrey back. We are not missing anything in the run game. How teams play us and defend us is different. But I'm not, as far as what we're lacking in the run. I tell you what, here's when I'll say we need to bring Christian McCaffrey back. When Kyle Shanahan starts to try to do the things that he does with McCaffrey in the game, and it doesn't work, then I'll say we need to bring McCaffrey back. By the way, I want you guys to see, we got a beautiful setup here, man. We got nice backgrounds and backdrops. Look at this shit, man. I mean, we got it going over here, y'all. We got it going over. We got nice backgrounds. You know what I'm saying? Like this shit is lovely. This is lovely. This is quite the setup we got going.
Man,
here.
you don't know how long we've been waiting for this, man. How long have we been waiting to meet up like this, man?
Oh, you want to tell them?
Yeah, you tell me.
All right, so for those of you who don't know, man, when we started Nothing But Niners in 2017, Ali was a part of the team. We had a bunch of writers. We had a bunch of contributors in different aspects, man. And Ali was there. You didn't come to that game, and when they gave us tickets to the season opener against the
I came to the playoff game.
And I wasn't there for the playoff game. Yeah, so we missed each other. I went that year to the Week 3 Steelers game.
Yeah.
I was there with most of the team. Ali was not there. Later on in the season, the 49ers gifted our team again with a bunch of tickets to the playoffs, and I stayed home. Ali went to that game.
Yeah.
This is our first time seeing...
That was an NFC Championship game.
Yeah. Yeah, it was.
Yeah.
How about that? Free tickets to the fucking championship game, right? Those days are long gone, man, right?
I mean, that was a beautiful time. I mean, man...
That was turning the franchise around. That was getting the faithful back in the stands, right?
I mean, we threw it literally 7 times that game. We took the ball out of Jimmy's hands. We threw it 7 times that game. Our team, we ran the ball down Green Bay's throats. They couldn't do anything about it. It was honestly one of the best games I've ever been to. Levi's were turned up. I haven't heard a stadium that turned up in a long time. Honestly, like, shout out to Faithful, whoever was there that day. It was a beautiful thing. It was wild, man.
It was wild. And that's based off of everything that I heard. Again, I was not there to experience it. But I'm assuming that you're right. He's asking about Ricky Pearsall. We're not expecting him to come back until later in the season. We'll see what happens, man. Right? Like,
honestly, we need Ricky Pearsall, but we don't need Ricky Pearsall.
We need Ricky Pearsall.
We need Ricky Pearsall, but we don't need Ricky Pearsall.
Well, break it down because I don't understand what the hell you're saying. Because wait. Let me tell you why I don't understand what you're saying. We just struggle to name people who can get separation on this team. Ricky Pearsall is a route runner.
Right.
Completely
agree.
He is a route fucking runner.
Completely agree.
He is gonna shake dudes out their boots in the first 10 yards.
Completely agree.
We need that. That's what we're missing.
100%.
Everybody is blaming Brock Purdy's regression this year on the lack of separation by the wide receivers. That's what they're telling me.
Preach.
Now, when I watch the film says something a little different, but I digress. I'm not the film guy. I'm not the X's and O's guy. So I'm not going to sit here and try to tell you guys what I see. But what they're telling me is that none of the Niners wide receivers outside of Brandon Ayuk are getting consistent separation.
Nope, they're not.
None of them.
None of them.
Isn't that what Pearsall does?
100%.
So why do you feel we don't need him back right now?
Because Kyle Shanahan has gone away from what has made them successful. We talked about this on the way up.
They don't know what you're talking about.
I'm a gambling man. Now, every time if you look at gambling lines, Brock Purdy's lines for passing attempts is 30.5. I don't care what gambling site you use, whatever gambling site you use. If you look at Brock Purdy's pass attempts, his over-under will be 30.5. In every game we've lost other than the Rams game he was 30. Every game we've lost, he's been over 30.5 passing attempts. If you look under that, it's every game we've won. Meaning, going into tomorrow, if we just utilize Mason and we run the ball over 20 times per game.
With Mason.
With
not total rushing attempts.
With Mason.
With Mason.
With Mason. If we run the ball over 20 times per game, I guarantee you we win this game. And I guarantee you that's the strategy. We'll be watching this game tomorrow. We'll be live. Patreon. You know where to sign up.
Will we put the message up there?
Put it up.
All right, I got you, big dog. Let me find it. Where the hell is the Patreon link? It's up. Bang. Patreon.com/NB9.
We'll be live.
ERS. This game is on prime time, so you only have to sign up for the $1 tier. You only have to sign up for the $1 tier to get this game this week, okay? But for all the other games that are not on prime time, not Monday night, Sunday night football, you got to be $5 tier and up, all right? But thank you for the promo.
Of course.
My dog, boom. Patreon.com/NB9ERS. Get there, $1 tier. Not free, okay? You can get the $1 tier if you want, but make sure you guys go over there and sign up, all right? Ali, man, I like a lot of what you're saying. Okay?
Subscriptions aside, anything aside, you're a Niners fan, watch the game tomorrow. And when you're watching the game, if you notice, if we're using a heavy dose of Mason, refer back to me and think of me in this moment. If we run the ball, if you look at Mason's live attempts right now, it's 17.5 on any gambling site that you use. If we run the ball over 20 times a Mason, I guarantee you, I promise you, if you look at any site that you use, if we run the ball with over 20 times a Mason, if we lose this game with running the ball over 20 times a Mason, you can refer back to me and you can blame me for the loss. I guarantee if we run the ball over 20 times with Mason, I guarantee we win that game. We win that game.
So, what if the Niners' first 21 plays are all run plays with Mason?
I don't give a fuck.
You don't care. Because that means if they're sticking with it that much, it's working.
Exactly.
Talk your shit, man.
Like,
talk your shit, baby. Let's go.
It honestly comes down to like the way you Kyle Shanahan structured this team. He's put this team in that factordome of like it's a run-based first team. Everybody runs and moves off the ball. So as soon as we have a run attempt, everybody's pushing forward. Pooney, McKivitz, Williams, Banks, who's our center? Brendel. Everybody's pushing off the ball. So I'm guaranteeing you, we run over 20 times this game. I guarantee you we win this game. Seattle can't keep with us. Seattle isn't us. We know who we are. We're a better team than Seattle.
Yeah, but we gotta, like, what happens if we can't kick extra points or field goals? Then we're fucked.
We signed a kicker.
We signed, right? Let's go, baby.
We signed a kicker, though. It doesn't
Yeah.
matter. Who cares?
Come on, baby.
Who
We
cares?
back in there now.
I don't care. I don't care if he kicks 1 extra point or 2 extra points or 3 extra points. We know what we need.
Yeah.
Just go out and do your job.
Yeah. And the game should not come down to a fucking field goal attempt. If this game comes down to a field goal attempt, Kyle failed.
Exactly.
He failed. I don't care if we win the game by 2 on a last-second field goal attempt and we make it. Kyle failed. It shouldn't come down to that in this game. We should run the ball, play sound defense, and beat the shit out of the Seahawks. I'm okay. Let me ask you a question.
Don't give me any of this shit about Salah, defensive coordinator, Nick Sorensen.
No, you can't say that because I told them to type their questions. We got to answer whatever they ask.
Okay, that's
I can't say that.
Okay.
But let me ask you this question before we get to that.
Okay.
Over under total points in this game at 35.5.
It's over.
You taking the over?
Yeah.
I disagree. If it's a run game like you say, this should be a low scoring game. Yes, it should be.
It'll be an over game.
You're giving
Trust
me.
me.
You're giving.
We're with the run with that run scheme. With that scheme, we're gonna put up 28.
You're giving.
We're gonna put up. Hold on. We're gonna put up 28.
So that's 4 touchdowns.
Okay. We're gonna put up 20, minimum 28.
1 a quarter.
Are you telling me the Seahawks are not gonna put up 14 points?
I don't like it.
You telling me they're not gonna put up 14 points?
I don't like it. They have to score twice. All they need is 10 points to do it. A touchdown and a field goal.
Okay.
Take your 28, touchdown, 35. I said 35 and a half.
Okay. And the reason why I'm saying that is because they're gonna put up like a late TD or something.
A late TD or a late field goal
exactly.
at the very end.
Yeah. Just like the Vancouver Canucks.
You're taking the over.
We were watching the hockey game. Faithful. We were watching the hockey game earlier today. Big.
Look at you spilling the beans, man.
Come on, man.
All right, let them know. Go ahead.
All
Let them
right.
know.
So listen. So we're watching the Canucks game today. A little bit of hockey. For all, just blessing all of you with a little bit of hockey knowledge. And my Vancouver Canucks, they were up 3-0, 3-1, and 4-1.
Damn.
And they let up off the gas. And can I let you know what happened? The Calgary Flames came back and tied it. 4-2, 4-3, 4-4. They came in and took over the lead at 5-4.
That was louder than I thought. Sorry.
Ah, it's all good. And we came back and tied the game with like 2 minutes left at 5-5. Lost in overtime. But what does that say to speak to of how you play the game? If you don't keep up and have that same sort of intensity throughout the game, the other team is not just gonna sit back. They're gonna bring
They're
it.
gonna fucking battle. They're gonna fight back. They're not gonna go take this loss easily into the night. I understand that we saw another hockey game that was 6-0 tonight, but that's not what the Flames were doing. You know, the Flames said, no, fuck that. We're here to fight.
Exactly.
And you know, the biggest part is, it's one thing if like your team scores 1 goal in the first, 3 goals in the second, and 2 goals in the third, right? It's like it's continued dominance, right? You guys jumped out to 3-0.
Yeah.
Then they scored.
3-1. And then
Exactly.
and then we went 4-1.
Right, and then you guys scored again in the second. It was 4-1 in the second.
4-1.
Right? And then all of a sudden, they tied it up.
4-2, 4-3, 4-4, 5-4.
Exactly.
Yeah.
It was like, you guys didn't dominate period 1, period 2, and period 3.
Nope.
It was dominance the first half of period 1, and then you gave them a chance.
Exactly.
Then you scored, but they said, hold on, we still got a chance.
Exactly.
And then they scored again, we got a chance.
Exactly.
And then they scored again, right? You got to dominate all the way through the fucking game in order to shut a team out. You got to put your foot on their necks, take the life, suck the life away from these guys. The Niners don't have that killer instinct. They've never had it with Kyle Shanahan. Never.
They love to let teams
you know
back
the
in
last
the game.
time I saw a dominant game from the 49ers? It was the first game that they had Emmanuel Sanders. Panthers game. Remember that 49? It was like 51 to whatever the fuck they had. 17?
Yeah, we put up a 50 burger or something. Yeah.
It was 51 to 7.
Yeah,
that
it
was
was
the
like
only
50
dominant game from start to finish I ever saw from the 49ers. I've never seen another one like that. That dominant from start to finish.
Yeah.
Right? You guys started out dominating, and then you just let them back in. Imagine putting up 21 points in the first quarter, and then by halftime, the score is 21-14. That's demoralizing.
Yeah.
For the team that scored 21.
100%.
Now they're right there on you.
Yeah. They have all the momentum going to half.
Yeah. And that's what you guys did, and that's what the Niners have been doing. How do we get it back? I don't know. Maybe it starts on defense, and that's going to take me to Omar's question here. Is Saleh being part of the Niners staff this year realistic? He didn't say defensive coordinator. I don't think either one of us watching and talking right now believes that Robert Saleh is going to be a defensive coordinator for the Niners this year. But could he be a consultant? Could he be someone that the Niners lean on to make some phone calls and say, hey, what do you see? What do you think?
I don't believe so.
Why? Ali's answer is no. Why?
I feel like Kyle Shanahan's too stubborn right now, and also Saleh, from whatever I feel, is just like in that mind frame where it's like he's just gonna let the season play out, and he's just gonna come into it fresh next year, and kind of go from there. I don't have a more accurate answer other than that. I just feel like it's not gonna happen. unless we continue to lose games. If we lose this week,
Why is it so loud? Sorry, go ahead.
if we lose this week, we lose next week. I feel like it could change a lot of things. But I don't know. Do you feel differently?
I think that he could come in as a consultant. I don't know if you remember, but a couple of years ago, before Vic Fangio signed with the Dolphins, he was a consultant for the Niners. He wasn't on like a staff member and only exclusively with the Niners. He was with us, and he was able to help with Denver. He was able to help with the Dolphins. He was able to help with the Eagles. Whoever he wanted to help with. You call me, I can consult. I have a fee, and you pay me. I don't think that's outside the realm of possibility for Robert Saleh this year.
Okay.
Now, I agree with you in the sense that he's not going to sign with his team.
No.
I agree with you that Kyle's not going to make an in-season change to the defensive coordinator position. We are stuck with Nick Sorensen this year.
Unfortunately.
We are stuck with whatever role Brandon Staley is in this year. He's here to stay.
Yeah.
But that doesn't mean that they won't call on Robert Saleh to see what he will do.
And that doesn't mean, well, whatever we're saying doesn't mean that the defense isn't going to improve. Because there's players coming back on this defense. Dre Greenlaw, big play Dre Greenlaw, that isn't going to improve this team. And I said Dre Greenlaw 4 times because Dre Greenlaw changes the fucking dynamic of this team.
Let's go. Talk your shit, baby.
This team, we would have had a Super Bowl ring right now.
If Dre Greenlaw was healthy for the 49ers last 6 games, and he has not been healthy for the last 6, here we are going into week 5, right? We're
4-1. We're 4-1. Easy.
Not only are we 4-1, we win that Super Bowl if we finish that.
Oh
Super
yeah,
Bowl.
100%.
That's the 6th game right there.
100%.
Easily.
Without a shadow of a doubt.
Easily.
Without a shadow of a doubt.
Easy, bro. That's how important Dre Greenlaw is.
I don't disagree at all.
So I'm with you there. Kyle says here, Mike, who's the better quarterback, Brock Purdy or Geno Smith? On the count of 3, I want you to say your answer. Who's the better quarterback, Brock Purdy or Geno Smith? You ready?
Yep.
1, 2, 3.
Brock Purdy.
Won't even waste time on it. Thank you for the question. We agree there. It's not even close, bro. Your RB1 better be a bit better than our RB2. All right. I mean, Ward normally handles Metcalf pretty. Okay. Here we go. Let's fucking talk about it, Ali. Javarius Mooney Ward came out and said, "Oh, I struggled last game because I normally just shadow the team's number 1." Right? I don't do the whole boundary side, field side. I normally just shadow the team's number 1. It threw me off a little bit, but I'll adjust. The following 2 weeks, the Niners gave him the opportunity to shadow the team's number 1s. He still didn't do good. What is your assessment of Javarius Mooney Ward? I won't interrupt you at all. Go.
First of all, why is he making excuses? Why is he making excuses over like, but this, but that, but this, but that? Just take some accountability for your play. Yeah, I haven't been up the ball. I haven't done it. I'm not locking down anyone. Forget wide receiver 1, wide receiver 2. I'm not locking down anyone. Could be the wide receiver 3. I'm not locking down anyone.
Yeah.
You can put the CFL, BC Lions player out there. He's not locking him down.
Right.
I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong.
I watch Ward and it sounds like this. He's just falling all over the field. He's slipping and falling. It's an episode of Scooby-Doo. I don't get it, man. I don't get it. I know I came out and said Diamador Lenore was the best corner on this team, but like I didn't expect Ward to take such a step back. Does he know it's a fucking contract year?
He doesn't. I have nothing to say bad about Lenore. I have literally nothing to say about it.
You can't, but I bet you gotta. Can you tell me one positive thing about Ward from this season?
He's suiting up.
He's suiting up.
He's healthy.
If that's all you got, cool. I'm gonna move on. We got some laughing emojis. All Pro Mike or Fred. OMG Booker. Oh, now I look like Booker T. I look like Fred Warner. I see what y'all doing. I don't care. 1 DK Metcalf, 2 Ayuk, 3 Jennings, 4
I don't hate that.
Jonathan Smith and Jigba. Well, if he's putting his top 6 in order, the Niners win this. Metcalf gets number 1, but the Niners get 2 and 3.
Yeah, 100%.
Ooh, I don't know.
I don't hate that.
They get 4 and 5.
I don't hate that.
It's interesting. All right. Let's keep it moving here. Go to sleep. All right. Thanks. Hey. Can you dig? Is sucker? I don't even know what that means. Do you like P Diddy? Uh-oh. Can you dig it, sucker? It looks like it might be time to
It's
block.
NBN After Dark here, man.
Pretty Ricky is what they call them. Where's the weed? I don't.
We don't do weed.
Yeah.
We don't dabble on any of that.
Pearsall in the red zone will be deadly. Imagine Pearsall. Listen to this. Are you ready for this? I'm gonna name 4 names, and I want you to imagine these guys in the red zone.
Imagine
ready?
McCaffrey with
Wait.
Man.
No, that's the running back. I'm not gonna name a running back. Ready? Listen to this red zone offense for the 49ers. You ready?
Yeah.
George Kittle.
Okay.
Brandon Ayuk.
Okay.
Ricky Pearsall.
All right.
You ready for the 4th one?
Yeah.
Jawan Jennings.
Yeah.
Who's fucking with us in short yardage situations?
You didn't even name Deebo Samuel.
No, because he don't get open in short yardage
And
situations.
you didn't even name Jordan Mason.
I did not name Jordan Mason. I did not name Christian McCaffrey. Those guys running routes, are you fucking kidding me? When Pearsall comes back, bro, the league is in fucking trouble.
Can I ask
the league is in fucking trouble. Can you hear me?
Can I ask you something?
Ask me whatever you want to ask me, bro.
Can I ask you why does Kyle Shanahan, and maybe it's just not me, maybe it's around the league thing, when you're at the 5 or under, or even 10 or under, why not run the ball 4 times? I don't care if you get stopped. I'd rather be stopped running the ball 4 times in the red zone, 10 and under, than having to fucking blow it and throw the ball. Why don't I would rather be stopped 4 times running the ball from 5 or less or 10 or less than having, because if you're running the ball 10 or less, they're still playing pass. So you're spreading out your zone. You have at least 2 wide receivers, or 2 or 3 wide receivers, and you're running. They can't stack the box, is what I'm trying to say. If you run 4 times, you telling me Mason's not going to score running 4 times?
A guy that averages 5 yards a carry from 10 yards or less, 4 attempts. You telling me he can't get 2.5 an attempt? Yes, absolutely he can. Well, you want to know why they don't do it?
Kyle Shanahan's overthinking it.
And that's the joke right there, and that's why I did the rim shot. He over fucking thinks it, bro. He overthinks it. That's all it is. All right, we're going to get through these questions. We're going to wrap it up. Apparently, you guys can hear us. Give me a thumbs up right now in the chat if you can hear us loud and clearly. This is going to be the feed for the game tomorrow.
Yeah.
All right, so give me a thumbs up if you guys can hear us loud and clearly. Mike, Breezy has been saying the same thing. Must run Mason 25 times.
Absolutely.
He is a bully.
Breezy is absolutely right. If that's what Breezy is saying, he's absolutely fucking right.
Big Daddy Paul's my guy, Paul. Big Daddy Niners is my guy, Paul. This is the guy I met over. I told you I talked to a guy, sat down and ate the hot. All right, never mind. That sounds weird. I'm not going to say it now, but this is my guy right here. So,
all right.
Shout out to him. Let me give him a round of applause. We had a really, really good, nice conversation tonight. Let's go, baby. NB9 in the building. Let's go. I like it a lot. All right. Do you remember when you played sports as a kid and the coach's kid sucked, but the coach still forced him as a starter, even if he made the team worse? That's how I feel about Kyle and Deebo. Okay, let's talk. Ali, I'm going to ask you a hard-hitting question. I'm not going to respond no matter what you say. A lot of faithful the last 2 seasons have been disappointed with what Deebo was doing. Do you feel the same way? Has Deebo Samuel been a disappointment to you? And what areas would you like to see him improve on?
Deebo has been always the player that he has been, okay? He hasn't been what you guys think that he was in previous years. There was just things that Kyle was scheming up that he was doing that would separate him from other things. Like, he was getting Debo the ball in certain situations and certain things, and Debo's just doing what Debo does. So, like, when you guys are saying, like, Debo isn't doing, or he's not doing, or he hasn't been doing what he has been doing in the previous years, it's just that he's just not getting the opportunities in those situations that he was previously given. He's never been able to get separation. Let's be completely honest about it. He's never been able to get separation. Debo isn't that guy. Even if you watch him in the combine, when Kyle went to watch him, if you remember Debo's first year, Kyle was at that combine. He scouted Debo. He saw him, and Kyle was at that. It was what is that when they college when he goes to it, and he was at that program.
Scrimmage?
Yeah, it was like that college scrimmage or whatever, and he went and specifically scouted Debo, and he Pro day, yeah. So like, he went to that pro day. It wasn't even that pro day. It was that.
What the fuck are you trying to say? It's not pro day?
It wasn't pro day.
Where only their team runs routes and stuff?
No, it was like where like all the college players are, and Kyle was there.
The combine?
No, it wasn't the combine.
The combine is all college players from every team. The pro day is just that one team at their school.
No, it wasn't either of those. Anyways, irrelevant to the fact, Kyle went and specifically scouted Debo.
Yeah, he was there.
Yes.
Looking at Debo, yeah.
Yeah. So he was there.
East-West Shrine Game.
East-West Shrine Game.
I
That's
know
what
you're
it was.
talking about.
That's what it was.
I know what you're talking about, baby. Let's go.
That's what it was. East-West Shrine Game. He was there, and he specifically scouted Debo.
Yeah.
And
I'm in this bitch, baby. Let's go.
And
I know what he's talking about.
And he's like I can utilize him and maneuver him to the best of my abilities and use him in my offense. Debo was never that guy that would separate from coverage like that.
Oh, they said Senior Bowl.
Yeah, it was like East-West Shrine Game Senior Bowl, something like that.
It was the after college.
Yeah. It wasn't the specific where he like when he saw him. It was like where all the college athletes. So it was at the senior. It was at the East-West or the Senior Bowl. It could be one of the others.
All right, so Debo hasn't been that guy since then. Is that what you're saying?
He's never been that guy. But Kyle has figured out how to utilize him into that guy. Do you know what I'm saying?
I hear you. So are you happy with how Debo has looked this season?
He never deserved that contract. He really, realistically, he's never deserved that contract. Debo's never deserved that contract because you could have put someone else in that position that maybe not done what Debo has done, but he's done similar to what Debo has done. Okay. You know what I mean? He's never deserved that contract. He's overpaid.
Come on. All right, I hear you. All right. Slick says no on Salah, yes on D'Amico if he were ever available. D'Amico is not
going
available,
anywhere. Yeah, he's not going anywhere.
They love D'Amico.
D'Amico was. I'm gonna list this a hot take right now. D'Amico was our hands-down best defensive coordinator since Kyle Shanahan era. D'Amico has been our best defensive coordinator. All of his schemes, everything he's drawn up, our entire defense, the way it's looked, D'Amico had perfected that to every situation. If you look back at that year when D'Amico was defensive coordinator, the least complaints we've had was when D'Amico was defensive coordinator.
And the players love him.
Absolutely.
That's why
he's a defensive players coach.
He's not going anywhere. He's not going anywhere. Media says, hi, Mike and Ali. What up? What up? Mike Silver reported Salah just wants to sit and rest the rest of the season.
The same thing.
And that's why you don't sign with someone, but you can be a consultant. Hey, I'm going to send you the last 3 weeks of film. Can you study it and give me a breakdown? Tell us what you think you should do. Yeah, I will. And you got to pay me. But I'm not a part of your staff. I can do this for other teams.
Fair enough.
That's why I think he's not going anywhere. Overrated Handsy Mooney. I agree. Hey, guys. At what point should a rebuild be seriously considered? And would Kyle be a part of it? If not, who was your favorite candidates for head coach? Wow, loaded question here. Can the Niners do a rebuild and not include head coach Kyle Shanahan? I'll go first. I think that Kyle Shanahan is here to stay until Jed York or higher intervene. They're not going to get rid of him. So you guys out there hoping that we get rid of Kyle, get that out of your mind. Kyle Shanahan is not going anywhere. He is here to stay. The 49ers love Kyle. He's going to stay here, so just scratch that right away. All right? With that said, we can still rebuild the offense. We can still add some more pieces to it, but I just don't know how it works. And as far as who would be my favorite candidates for head coach, it's not guys who are available. I want Andy Reid. I want guys like John Harbaugh. Like they're not going anywhere. So
can they hear us, kid?
Yeah,
that's why I wanted to make sure they're
look,
good.
Right here. Look, thumbs up, thumbs
perfect,
up.
Perfect.
Thumbs up, thumbs up. They can hear us. So the setup is good for tomorrow, bro.
Perfect.
They can hear us.
You know where we're going live tomorrow. It's gonna be a movie.
It's gonna be.
Yo, honestly though, like we're Patreon, join us. You know the link. You know the thing. We're going live and we're reacting live. Like me and Mike are turning up tomorrow. Like seriously.
Hell yeah.
Like we're reacting live. We're going about it, and I'm going live. Like this is. I was talking to Mike on the way drive up here. So Mike flew. Let me fill you guys in a little bit about what's going on. So, you okay with it, Mike?
You say whatever you want to say.
So Mike, me and Mike go way back.
Like two flats on the Cadillac, baby.
Like way back.
Let's go, baby.
So we've been planning doing this for a long ass time.
Oh, go ahead. Go. Keep talking.
Yeah, perfect.
There you go.
All right. So me and Mike go way back. We've been planning to do this for a long ass time. So we were originally planning to go to the game, but you know what? We were like, listen, there's like a bigger picture here. We just want to literally spend time together, have a couple drinks, watch the game together, enjoy and turn up, and like be able to yell and not have to deal with any of these fucking bullshit Seahawks fans or any of this shit.
So the truth of the matter is this: if we go to the game tomorrow, we're turning up the way that we plan to turn up. Someone's gonna say something back, and one of us are gonna get arrested. Let's just be honest.
Yeah, absolutely.
Like
I'm done with that Seahawks bullshit.
Yeah, no, someone's gonna say something back.
Yeah.
And if they say it to you, I'm swinging first. If they say it to me, I'm gonna swing. You're gonna follow up. It's just gonna be a bad combination. We determined tonight it's better for us to just sit back in this environment right here, 4 walls, no pressure from anybody outside. Let's just do what's right.
I'm guaranteeing you this. I told
Oh
Mike
shit! Is this a guarantee?
I told Mike
Is this a guarantee?
Turn it up.
Uh-oh.
You went the other way.
No, I got you. Go. Guarantee. Get the guarantee.
You went the volume the other way.
God damn. I can't find. There you are. Guarantee. Here's the guarantee.
The volume's down?
No, don't worry about the volume. They can hear
All right. Guarantee. If Jordan Mason gets the ball over 20 times tomorrow, we win. That's a guarantee.
I want you to say it one more time.
If
nice
Jordan,
and loud.
if
Nice and loud.
If Jordan Mason gets the ball over 20 times tomorrow, we win.
Guarantee.
Rushing attempts. Guaranteed.
That's the Funk Flex bomb right there, baby. He said he guarantees if Jordan Mason rushes over 20 times tomorrow, not the 49ers offense overall, Jordan Mason rushes over 20 times tomorrow,
we win.
Guaranteed.
No, without a shout of
Ali, what the fuck makes you so certain?
Bro, it's just the way the offense is structured. Like it's an offense built for downhill run play. Like it's an offense that is fucking dedicated to the run. And when you continually go away from that and Brock Purdy becomes Matthew Stafford or tries to be Matthew Stafford and tries to throw over 30 times a game, it completely takes the inability of the run game to be effective. If Jordan Mason runs the ball over 20 times tomorrow and does this Christian McCaffrey bullshit, which Christian McCaffrey is, and if you look at every 49ers game, I can pull up the stats. Look at every 49ers game. There's 2 wins this year. Look at both those wins and look at Jordan Mason's rush attempts. they're over 20 rushes per game. If Jordan Mason rushes the ball over 20 times tomorrow, we win that game.
All right. So says Ali. He has spoken. 49ers media, Anshul says here, how about Jacob Cowling in the red zone, Mike? Listen, while I would love to say that he's that guy, the truth is I haven't seen enough from him at this level to say that he's going to beat man coverage, right? Like, I'm not saying he can't do it. I just haven't seen enough. I haven't seen it.
He honestly, at this point, Kyle Shanahan is crazy to say trust Ronnie Bell over Jacob Cowling more.
He's not just crazy to say it. He's shown it, right? Like, Ronnie Bell's been on the depth chart higher than Jacob Cowling has. While all of us are saying, why isn't Cowling getting more carries? Every time it goes beyond Juwan Jennings, it's Conley or Ronnie Bell. It's just the way it's been. It's just the way it's been. I'm off tomorrow, going to a bar tomorrow, football, wings, and beer. Danny Albright, are you in Seattle? If so, tell us where you're going. We may meet you, order our food to go, and get back for the game.
We'll come do a drink with you.
If you are in Seattle, Danny Albright, let us know where you are.
We'll do a drink with you.
Oh no, we're definitely taking a drink.
Yeah, we'll do it. We'll do it. Yeah.
One for me, one for you.
100%.
Boom.
That's it.
There you go. On us. On us, Danny. Let us know if you're in Seattle. I met a lot of beautiful, wonderful people out here in Seattle tonight. Looking forward to meeting more of you guys. We're good. By the way, we're going to be at the tailgate. We're doing everything as if we're going to the game, right? But when it's time for kickoff, we're just getting the fuck out of there so we can be in the comfort of our own, I won't say home, but apartment.
It's our home. Yeah, it's our home now. Fuck.
Come on, that's it. We're in here. That's it, baby. So that's it. All right. Do we make a change on the O-line, right tackle and center? On the count of 3, yes or no, give us your answer. Think
for
about
the
it.
next game or for like overall, like for the rest of the season?
I'm going to say the next 3 games. We don't know what's going to happen. We don't know. If they get significantly worse, obviously a change is going to come, but we don't know because in the next 3 games, the trade deadline is still active.
Okay.
Okay, but in the next 3 games before the trade deadline, okay? On the count of 3, do we make a change at center or O-line? 1, 2, 3. No. That's it. We're not going to waste time. Everybody can hear us, hear all the thumbs up. They can hear us. And this person says, so if Kyle doesn't hold his hand and scheme something for him, he can't be productive. I think he's talking about Debo. I think Debo can be productive. There are receivers who can't get open against man in the NFL, and they have long careers. They have very, very long careers. But that's not what Brock Purdy is looking for.
Can I ask you guys something, Faithful? You put Deebo Samuel in a different offense with a different offensive coordinator. What kind of player would he be? What kind of stats would he put up?
Well, is it a zone-based offense? Because if it is...
I just want to ask it.
Did you hear that?
Yeah, what was that?
Was it?
It's outside.
That's outside?
Yeah, I think because we have the window.
Yo, I want to be on that dude's level. We not doing something.
You know what?
You want to yell back?
It's still early. We can still get on his level.
It's not fucking early, bro.
What do you mean?
Let's bark back at this motherfucker. It's 12 o'clock.
Fuck it, man. Yo, we don't need to get a noise complaint.
He is loud as shit. You don't hear it?
We don't need to get a noise complaint. I'd rather get to his level.
All right, fine. Okay. I think that...
I'm the fucked up one.
I'll say this. There's 32 teams in the NFL. I think Debo will be successful on at least 14 teams. What number...
What do you mean by successful?
I think that 14 teams can use him as a zone wide receiver, not a man-beating wide receiver. What do you think?
So he'd be like a third wide receiver on them?
No. He will be a first wide receiver on teams that plan to beat zone as their primary goal. It's teams that plan to beat man, he won't survive in. He would not survive.
So he's a scheme-based wide receiver.
He would not. Well, I mean, scheme is scheme. Are you a man scheme or are you a zone scheme? Right? Like,
but that depends on the offense they're running, right?
Or the defense they're running.
Yeah.
It's not. It's about your opponents. So it's about which teams run what defense. Debo's gonna cook any zone scheme that you come up with. I don't give a fuck if it's Vic Fangio on the other side. If it's Vic Fangio's zone, Debo's gonna cook that shit.
Yeah.
Let's not sleep on who Debo is, and let's not bullshit ourselves. Debo is A+ top tier zone beater. Okay? We might not like it or want it or need it this year for the 49ers, but Debo is that dude in zone coverage.
When you add Debo into our whole offensive scheme with Christian McCaffrey, George Kittle, Brandon Ayuk, Jawan Jennings,
We are fucking beasts, baby. We're
there's
fucking beasts.
there's no
weakness.
There's no offense in the league that can compare to our offense.
Exactly.
Because we can bring so many different things at you.
Oh, that boy preaching. Talk your shit, baby. Keep
We can
going.
bring so many things off at the offense. We can bring things at you vertically. We can bring things at you horizontally. We can bring things at you diagonally. We can bring things at you from the backfield. We can bring things at you at every single thing, and you don't even know who to cover. You're gonna double Ayuk. Okay, well we have Debo running man to man. You're gonna double McCaffrey with a linebacker and a safety coming out of the backfield. Okay, well we have Ayuk running man to man. You're gonna double Kittle coming out of the offensive line, lining up next to the tackle. Okay, well we have Ayuk and Debo running free with McCaffrey running man to man, and McCaffrey has ran that fucking, what is that route, that choice route all the time. And how many times McCaffrey has gone over his catches on, I'm a gambling man, so I'm referring everything to gambling. McCaffrey has gone over his catches 4.5 in so many games when he's been active. Why? Because that's what Shanahan does. He sets McCaffrey out, starts him off in the backfield, and then either he'll split him out or he'll put him in the backfield and do a little choice route. What is it called? A Texas route, right? Is it a Texas route?
Yeah.
Is that what it is? A Texas route? Either he cuts in or he goes out, and Purdy always finds him out there.
Well, they gotta do it, man. They gotta freaking do it. It just comes down to it, man. All right. I'm not concerned about the running back depth behind Mason. They'll get it together, I promise you. Should the Niners call Saleh? We talked about that. We need better corners. I think we got good corners already. As much as I complain about Mooney Ward, he's serviceable as long as he's in man coverage. Rebuild, retool is what happens. I think we're done, bro. I expect more mismanagement from him. We taking bets. Tony Blanks, 50 catch trash. Right, stay home. Facts. Thumbs up. Because the scheme is going to be heated, we gotta win. Yeah, I agree. This is a must-win for the Niners, right?
100%.
Tell them why you think it's a must-win, and then we're out of here. I'm gonna keep clicking cop.
Ourselves from that division and
We're still live? Hold on, wait. We're still live.
we're good, right?
Yeah. Tell them why you think this is a must-win.
It's a must-win because we're gonna have that edge over the division teams. Like it's so huge. Even though we've lost against the Cardinals and Rams, it doesn't matter because the Cardinals and Rams are not, at the end of the day, are not going to be in threat for the division. I feel like the Seahawks are a little bit above those teams where they are going to be with us for that division going for that division crown. And we are one of those teams that can separate and battle with them to win the division. And we're going to show it tomorrow. And by going into Seattle, that means we already have an advantage. So meaning they still have to come to us and play in San Francisco. And I've been so impressed with every single person that has gone to a 49ers game this year. You guys have all turned up. You've made that place a hostile territory, whether win, lose, anything. You guys have made that place a difficult place to play. And every single person that's gone to Levi's Stadium this year, I've been so impressed with you. You guys have made that place a home ground that we can be proud of for our team, and it's been a beautiful thing to see. Because when you go to Seattle, I've been many times to Seattle because I live in Vancouver, Canada. So I go up to Seattle all the time, and it's always a hostile ground to play in Seattle. And it's just been a beautiful thing to see the 49ers fan base show up, sell out. Doesn't matter if it's a game against the Cardinals, a game against anybody. We've shown out this year. We've supported the team, and we've been there loud and proud. And I couldn't say enough about the faithful this year. We've been so great this year with the team. It's been a beautiful thing to see.
Yeah, I mean, if our winning record was based off of how the faithful turned up, we'd be undefeated this year.
Oh yeah,
Faithful was phenomenal.
Yeah.
All right. We're going to wrap this thing up here, guys. We appreciate you all. Thank you all for joining. We love you guys, man. Listen, I can't say it enough. Head on over to the Patreon, man. That's where all the action is going to be. Patreon.com/NB9ERS. $1 tier for tomorrow, $5 tier for any game that you want to see going forward if it's not prime time. Ali, anything you want to leave the people with before we get out of here?
Should we do a sign out?
You think you know it?
I think I remember it.
You don't know the fucking sign out. You've been drinking tonight. You have no idea what it is, man.
Start us off. I think I remember it.
All right, you ready?
Yeah.
Prepare for glory.
Anticipate pain.
But always
Remain faithful.
let's fucking go.
We
Niners,
outta here.
baby. We out of here, y'all. Peace. Wait, was it?
We all gas, no brakes, pumped up, no fakes. We spinning, we winning, we high stakes. We never miss, we all makes. Look at us dudes trying to prove, bringing you news with nothing to lose. Mike, Nick, Tony, Wayne, Method Man, we bring the pain. See, I'ma confess it. We under the pressure. If you looking to find us, we them nothing but niners.